Hello everyone. This, although it doesn't look like much, is the Diamond Society Minecraft server. I got on with a bunch of people, several of which are here on right now. Um, it's hard to explain what these group of guys are about. Actually, I need this. These guys do a lot of really huge builds. Um, and I know I've done some really big stuff. These guys do some colossally, like stupidly big things. If I get a chance, I'll put a link in the description of all the different stuff these guys do, which meant that what I want to do has to be as big. Uh, what I intend to do, this is very early on. I may not have thought this out all the way. Is that one guy is he's gonna build a tree, goes all the way to build height. Yagras, the big tree from Norse mythology. It's huge. We'll go take a look at it in a minute. My plan, and the server started on Saturday. It's currently Wednesday. I've done next to nothing. I've done next. I'm being outpaced by other people very quickly. Uh, we're gonna we're gonna shave this entire jungle from over there to a ways over there to there, and we're gonna sink the whole thing into the ground to just about bedrock and replant a bunch of it with waterfalls coming over. It will look cool. It's going to take forever, however. Absolutely forever. I've begun. Oh, there's a guy on. I've started killing a bunch of trees off, and I'm sorry, did I say a week ago? I meant 3 weeks ago. Here's what my jungle looks like now. God, isn't that ugly? Holy moly. You see this right here? I didn't get that. Angel decided that to take pity on me because no one wanted to see me try to dig this out without a beacon, so he's renting me a beacon for the low, low price of all the jungle wood I can get him for over at the World Tree. Also gave me these here. Mending on it. Overly generous, if you ask me. I felt a little overwhelmed by that. Yeah, this is it's a rather big project. I've decided I'm only gonna go to about Y20 instead of going all the way down. I don't think I have to go down quite that far. Plus, I'll need room for storage and stuff. Given that this is all gonna be kind of jungles and decorative stuff and little temples and things, and look like a mine. Uh, this is here in the Aztec area. If I knew how to put the map up on the screen, I would. But over that way, or that way. One of these ways, there's a much bigger jungle, and the themed build in that jungle is Aztec stuff. Aztecs kind of known for having a lot of gold. This is going to be the great big geological feature where they mined a bunch of it out. I'll be decorating the walls with gold ore, which I'll have to ask everyone else for a bit because gold ore isn't easy to find as you think it is. I got maybe a stack and a bit, even with all my branch mining. This kind of curtain wall here is just to keep the river at bay. Once I get this all flattened out to a level, like right about that level there, this big flat spot is, to about that, then I'll decide how much of it is actually going to be pit, or, well, crater, or the big depression spot where I put a bunch of jungles and forgotten ruins because they've mined all the gold out of here, sort of, the easy to get to stuff, and then walked away from it. I'll decide how much of that I'm gonna keep, and a lot of this, I'll probably bring this river in probably another 20 some blocks, maybe even more, just to reduce the amount of area I have to work with. Plus there's spots like way over there, you can't really see it, but the land kind of does a big wobble out like this and back like that. You wouldn't really mine in that kind of shape. Plus the river gets kind of narrow and I want it to be wider, right? So this will all be surrounded by water except for a spot over there uh, this and that kind of meet up somewhere back. I have a big pillar, but you can't see it right now because of the rain, which tells me how much further back I have to go. And then from there, I'll terraform it to sort up with the land, and then plant a bunch of jungle trees. So it looks like the jungle keeps. I'm talking with my hands. You can't see it. Curly. I've paid zero attention to the chat. What in the hell are these guys doing? Oh, they're getting each other's heads. That's it. Okay. Yeah. You guys keep doing that. Meanwhile, I'm going to go back to digging out all of this. And oh, here. Let's blocks. So stone, I've mined 81,000 and dirt 120. Dirt averages what, about 4 blocks deep, 4 to 6 blocks deep, and I've got to go another. Let's see, sea level is what, 62. Another 40 times that number, and that number is not done yet because I still have a corner to do. I'm looking at approximately, I think I figured out like 1.8 million blocks or something. Yeah, I will be supplying the server with smooth stone for its entirety. And beyond that, I have nothing. I have a hole in the earth way down here. We have this beautiful beacon that got lent to me. I pop into the nether every now and then to try to get myself some wither skulls so I can have my own one of these beautiful things. I have encountered exactly one skeleton in 3 weeks. Clear. What? Where? I guess we just got an update. That desperate to get each other. Yeah, okay. However, I will say that I've never actually. You don't need a beacon for dirt. Because once you have. And I have a couple of these things because Cortez has a villager breeder and he's selling diamond shovels. Which is also why I have no redstone left, because it's one of his forms of payment. But I've never actually done the whole speed mining with this, and I gotta say, this is addictive. I could get way too used to that, because even just going back to, breaking regular things seems really, really slow all of a sudden. This is all. Don't mind any of these. These are just junk chests from before I started moving things downstairs. Down here. This landing just got me off here, so I didn't have to climb all the way back up there. I could probably move the door down. This is, let's grab some. This is dirt. So over here, this is not a trash can. This is not a trash can. This. See if we can get down there fast enough to see what's going on. Fire one. Bloop. Down to my ugly ass base. That should tell you where it's going. Into there. It took me a while to remember how to build a basic sorting system, and all I'm sorting is stuff that I get from up there. And I'm only sorting it because it's easier to drop it down a hole than it is to go up and down the ladder. There's some idea of how much I've cleared off. And if that doesn't put it into perspective, we're over here. That. Stone, 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 stone. Yeah, those are kind of that. I'll keep some of it, but not all of it. Yeah, the base is just a mess. We have a rudimentary chicken farm because I don't have infinity on my bow. Not sure if I'm going to go with infinity on it, because you either get infinity or mending. One of the two. I'll probably go with mending because it's less pain in the butt to repair. You can tell how many things I've killed and how much I've killed. Yeah, there's not a... What? God damn you two. Oh, let's go check some of those out. Because my chunk of the world is nothing to look at, let's go look at some other chunks of the world, shall we? Quick jaunt through the nether. This is the hub Gexu is building. Boy's got a bit too much free time. Way too much free time. These are all kind of labeled out to the different districts. Thing and stuff. And offshore Traven and South Shore shopping. I don't get it. I haven't been that way either. Most of my nether travel's been way up there because that makes sense. Get jungle wood from. Must have picked it up somewhere. Meanwhile, other people who have been doing things have stuff that looks like that. Oh my god, that's a giant portal. Is that entirely necessary? Entirely necessary? Seems a bit big. That, I wasn't expecting that. It seems a little... Yeah. Angel's got his own project. That's what she... I love it when the community comes together. He's, not entirely sure that it's a yes. You seem to be showing off. Yeah, so they got this... He's building this giant tree. Got a bunch of... showing up. This giant tree. I can't remember who built this shop. And I watched someone's video too. Quartz shop. Turned into a vine farm. It's also got quartz 2 diamond a stack. You are oot of diamonds. Oot of stuff. Official ATM. It's a nice little house. It is. It's a good stand to put something here, dude. Made out of bone, concrete. That's concrete. That's the new quartz texture, and that's bone. Still getting used to the new textures. And then come, oh, it's a pressure plate. And something's got something, I don't know what that is. That's someone's well. This tree is going to be fecking enormous. And then the moment we get the next update, we'll have tree bark, which means there's going to be a whole lot of the weird stuff going on here. Tree looks great. Hope this helps. Yeah. I got a bunch more leaves. I got to bring them too. A bunch more of the stuff. And yeah, this place has taken off in directions I can't even attempt to catch up to right now. What are you doing out of your pen? Angel's base is over there. Looks absolutely awesome. We've got like 2 or 3 villager breeders going on. And I couldn't tell you how many iron farms. Angel had his damn beacon up like day 2. These people work a little quicker than I'm used to. And that's coming, you know, which one of these takes me back to my portal? Not that one. Someday I'll label these things. Like I've had people tell me I worked quickly when I put my head down and got to it. I have not put my head down enough for this. I'm going to splice this back together with some other footage from what I recorded 2 weeks ago. And hopefully in a little while I'll have some much more interesting stuff to show you. And I'll just cue right back to the past. But there will be more videos to come. I'm kind of glad they let me on. I played with Danny again. Where he's going. There's a bunch of people in Discord right now, and if I go in there, that's going to be uh, sure, why not? Do Fantasy Civ. Yes, I'm following you. Stop staring at me. I haven't been anywhere except like my place in Spawn. That pothole in the road. And this goes to here. Okay, mythic area. To the welcome to the Mythic Fantasy Mythic Civ area. You are at the future location of. Welcome to the future. That is a difficult thing to read, Danny. Don't know how to tell you that. I think he's building a gigantic tower. What do you want? Looks big. He gets that a lot. Put that in there, because that needs to be dirt. More dirt. Please take my dirt. Dude, I will have more dirt than you. Enough. you have no idea what I have to dig out, do you? Yeah, so this is, yeah, he's got some giant plan here. Everyone's got a bunch of plans. I had an idea to work on a witch farm with my sunken jungle idea. Somebody stole the jungle from me. There's the desert right there. Someone stole the witch farm from me, so I can't build there. And I will, whoever you are, I will get you for that. Oh, I'm starving. But yeah, it's going to be an awful lot of stuff to do here. And haven't played Minecraft with a lot of people in a while. The Streamcraft guys are fun. We're busy playing Eco. Eco isn't something you can really... I'm going to go up. Eco isn't a game that's really video friendly, I find. Like, it's a nice calming game to play, but there's no real action. The building palette's still pretty limited. You can't short circuit anything to make fun gadgets. And if you're playing it purely vanilla, it's a very, very slow ordeal from point A to point B. That being said, I've been playing it for 2 days. We're 24 hours from having our world destroyed by the meteor. I don't know if Tradian's going to save us or not. We'll find out. All I've done is grow massive amounts of food. Yeah. So this little quick video update, let you know what I'm up to. As soon as I... Oops, I can't do that because there are bad things up there. It's currently Wednesday. I will be yelling at a comic book eventually today as well. Hopefully this gives me a bit more content to play with. And once I've got something properly done upstairs, I will show it to you. And I will see you then.